So the final trailer for the Minecraft movie just dropped, or sorry, a Minecraft movie, my bad. But of course, with all of the hate and also love this movie has gotten, let's take a look at this final trailer so that we can finally make a final judgment before the movie finally drops. Alright, so I've got it here, and this is a good opening shot, so let's just get started. Before I even start it, yeah, the pandas are a little silly looking, but keeping in trend with what they've already been doing with the animals, I think it's beautiful. The scenery is also beautiful. Let's just start it. So they've got obviously like the particle hearts, which we've seen before with the wolf in the first trailer, and the baby appearing out of nowhere, which is funny. And we get this. I don't know what this is in the actual movie, but they're falling. They're falling, and I mean it's a pretty cool shot. From a VFX standpoint, it's not the best, but that's not really what I'm critiquing here. And this part with the water bucket is good, so we need to get onto this. I was wondering how they would show that. If they were going to show it in the movie, that was a good way of doing it. But anyway, yeah, so there they are rolling out of the water and stuff, so it's cool that they've sort of given that recognition, obviously. And then, so here we get some more view of the village area. Now, of course, there already is the first trailer, which had some of this in it, but these villagers are interesting to look at. I think they look pretty good for what they're trying to do, but they are ridiculous. Sorry, I can't stop laughing at some of these scenes, which are very hilarious. But with Steve placing these blocks like this and building these villagers. So some things like this sword, I'm assuming this is meant to be a diamond sword. It looks, I mean, yeah, it looks like a diamond sword, and it's really good. Now, of course, a lot of this stuff has been gone over by other people besides me, and even by me myself on a separate video. But we have to pay attention to these details. Like, look at these furnaces and blast furnaces. Or actually, these are blast furnaces in the background, and they look really good. And you have to admit that this view of the sheep is far better than the one shown in the first teaser trailer. That one was a bit horrifying, and this one is much cuter. But the reason why I think this movie was saved, in a way, was not because I disliked it, but because a lot of other people didn't like it at all. And I think after seeing this, they would have new opinions on it, because there's a lot of cool stuff. Like, look at this nether portal. This is awesome. And we get much more of a view into the story of, like, with the piglins that are going to be coming to the overworld and fighting and stuff. And there's a lot of cool new shots which are introduced. I would assume this is meant to be a bastion remnant. It does look a lot like a fortress. So it's kind of a combo, I think, of between the two. But it is very cool.
What are you making?
This is a bit of a sad scene as well here, but it does drive home what they're trying to do with the non-creativity of the nether. Here's a little piglin making a picture, and there's no creativity, so he turns him into a little steak by stabbing him, which is funny because obviously that's how it works in Minecraft. When something dies, nothing happens. It just poofs and drops a piece of meat or whatever, and so that's what happens here, which is funny. Of course, we've seen these things with the bows and arrows before, but a lot of these new shots are cool, especially with things like those shots. Obviously, there's a lot of reused shots in here from previous ones. Obviously, they're kind of guarding what they're showing a lot, but there is a lot of cool stuff like with these elytras and things. From a VFX standpoint, these shots not the most realistic, but not bad. Not bad. Like I was saying, the reason I think that this was saved a little bit is just because, honestly, I just think Warner Brothers chose poorly in the first teaser trailer with some of the shots. Maybe not, but some of these shots are way cooler than what they showed originally. And you get much more of a glimpse into the story, which is why I think a lot of people are going to change their mind when they see this version, this trailer. If they didn't like it before, I think they're going to start to like it more. That looks ridiculous, and I don't know if I like it the way it looks, but it gets the job done, and it's funny and cool, and it just works, I think. So nothing to complain about there. And then so we're gonna need some extra context for this, because so she gets out, she hits the villager, and that's funny. Now, of course, I'm assuming the reason why that exists is because of the previous trailer, which had the villager going into the portal. But I think a lot of people who didn't like the original teaser and even the full trailer are now gonna possibly change their minds after this, because there's a lot more of a glimpse into the story that this movie has to offer, and also just more. I feel like more of a lot of what makes a movie, like character development and story, is sort of given a little bit more in this latest final trailer. So I think that's why I think that a lot of people are going to change their mind about liking it or not liking it, and so I will be in theaters watching this at some point, and I hope you will too, because I think it looks really cool. But in any case, thanks for hanging around with this little look. I'll see you next time on Minecraft Joe.